An injured NFL star is making a remarkable recovery from a terrifying injury. You'll recall Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker Ryan Shazier was badly hurt while playing the Bengals back in 2017. The former Ohio State standout suffered a spinal contusion. He spent 3 months in the hospital, and some feared he might never walk again. Now, I want you to look at this video he just posted on Instagram. This is Shazier doing a 3-foot box jump. The video has people buzzing on social media as Shazier has made enormous strides in just a year and a half. I am joined now by Dr. Bret Ferre, a Mercy Health spinal surgeon. I want to thank you for being here, doctor.
Oh, my pleasure.
When you watch that video, you can't help but get excited. But I kind of want to put it in perspective. How much of that is Shazier's will and determination? How much of that is medical intervention?
Oh, it's certainly a portion of each.
Okay.
You know, he's very motivated, and that's very important to recover from a spinal cord injury. We have learned a lot in the last 10, 20 years. There's a number of societies that study spinal cord injuries,
Sure.
and scientists coming up with ways of treating patients like that and sort of figuring out what their injuries are and what the best treatments are. So medical progress has been an essential part of it. But also, it's the type of injury that he had. Ryan was very lucky.
Really? Okay, in terms of where it was and how he was hit and all of that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I of course don't know the details, but generally when you have a recovery like Ryan's, which is wonderful, it meant that his spinal cord was injured, but portions of it were spared, and it was able to recover with time, medical treatment, and his motivation.
Okay. You talk about advancements in the past 20 years. If this had happened 20 years ago, would he necessarily be as far along as he is?
I would say probably not.
Okay. So advancement does have something to do with it.
Absolutely.
Okay. When people watch this, people who might have a spinal cord injury, should they or should it give them reason to hope?
I think so. I think you should always have hope. Cases like his, I would say, are more the exception, but they happen. And so I think certainly at the beginning there are reasons to hope and follow medical advice and seek treatment.
Okay, Dr. Ferre, thanks for the perspective. It was really helpful just in understanding that piece of video, that remarkable piece of video.
My pleasure.
Take care. All right, we have a quick little shout out now to the folks at the South Lebanon Early Learning Center. They invited me to read to their adorable preschoolers today. Something I observed, they have a meteorologist of the day every day. That child goes to the window, checks out what's happening outside, and then reports the weather conditions back to the classroom. They are starting young, Steve.
You know, I tell you what, a lot of people would say, oh, that's kind of cute, but that's what I do every day anyway. I mean, it really is. If you don't take a look outside and see what's happening, that's the basis of starting a good forecast. Isn't that lovely? You look great with the kids too, Kristen. Here's the story outside for us. We've got a few clouds around the area, and that's going to be the case for tonight. But overnight, we're going to continue to clear out. So by tomorrow, we're looking at a really nice day. So whoever's meteorologist of the day tomorrow, we'll have a pretty simple and quick forecast because we're going to see a lot of sunshine, and that's really about it. Now, as we head into Wednesday, then things start to get a little murky, and I mean that literally and figuratively. Reason why. As we head into Wednesday, you'll notice there's a little bit of cloudiness showing on future view, and I don't think it's out of the question as this warm front sweeps over the top of us. We could get a sprinkle. Right now, it's not in my forecast. I think it's going to be just some clouds. That's about it, but it certainly is possible. Then as we head to Thursday, well, we've got ourselves some really warm and windy conditions setting up. In fact, it's pretty much a roller coaster week for us as we warm for tomorrow, cool down on Wednesday, and then warm again on Thursday. Temperatures will be in the middle 70s, and by about 9, 10 o'clock, we're going to start to see a chance for some rain. We'll get wet overnight into early on Friday, and then as we head into the weekend, the rain into the afternoon, the rain pushes off to the east, and for the weekend, we get this chilly air set up. So we're going to go from temperatures in the middle 70s on Thursday to middle 50s as we head to about Sunday. I mentioned the windy conditions. I don't think we're going to see a wind advisory from the Weather Service, but I do think we'll see some pretty strong winds. From what I saw today, it looks like maybe 35 miles an hour in gusts, maybe a little bit stronger, not out of the question. So Thursday and Friday, expect some pretty strong winds around the tri-state. Now, as we track it for you, there's not going to be much on the map for Future View Tuesday. It's going to be pretty much sunny, and you'll see going into Wednesday then we've got a few clouds showing up, and there's that little arm of wet weather. It looks like it'll stay out by Indianapolis. That's the warm air starting to move back into the tri-state, and we'll really start getting more of that as we head through Thursday, and then, as I mentioned, some rain later this week. At the moment, the rain's to the south, to the east, and temperatures are in the 60s and 70s, but look how mild it is around the region. I mean, it's still 71 degrees, 72 degrees in Detroit, so some really mild air setting up as we head into tomorrow, and right at the moment, there's a few showers down in northern Kentucky, right around the Owenton area, but I don't think we're going to see much more